Hello everyone, it's Dan, your resident Digimon fan. Welcome back to the channel where today we'll be having another edition of Digimon World references in the Digimon card game. Before I start that, just wanted to mention that I got myself a new mic. Previously I've just been using the mic on my iPhone itself, but for now I've upgraded to a HyperX Quadcast S, which is a really cool piece of kit. I managed to get one at a good price in the UK, and then had that price ruined by having to buy an adapter for my phone. But there we are, that's just how these things work out. So I hope the sound quality improves. I did buy it for other things, not just for this channel, but I really hope that it's a significant upgrade, especially after some of the previous videos. They were quite echoey, and I wasn't particularly satisfied with the sound quality, so I'm hoping that this is going to be a big step up. With that out of the way, let's start talking about Digimon World references. As I gave the preamble in my previous video on this topic, there aren't many Digimon cards coming out with references to the Digimon World PS1 game, mostly because the newer Digimon are in the newer sets, and therefore you're not going to get as many that were around when this game came out. My poor, battered game. But I have 8 references in here, some of which were actually not in the latest set. Some of them are from tournaments and other things, so we'll be going through those in a moment. And a couple of them aren't exactly new, they're just cards that I haven't picked up since the previous videos, so let's start having a look at these cards. So to start off today, we're going to have the Analog Youth card from the EX1 Classic Collection. This is the only card from the Classic Collection that is a reference to Digimon World, mostly because the cards themselves are actually references to the Digibattle card game instead, and Hyper Colosseum, of course. So Analog Youth is the kid that you play as in Digimon World. He is the main character for Digimon World 1, that is, and he is also a returning character in Digimon World Next Order for the PS4 and the PS Vita. He returns as a side character known as Mameo, and has a big bearing on the story of Digimon World Next Order, so he's a pretty cool character. This card obviously isn't really that special, it's just the character with a Koromon and an egg. And a Botamon on his head. Looks pretty cool. The alternate art card, which I will put on screen here because this is where I would put one if I had one. That one has some more interesting stuff going on in the background, some more Digimon. And he's walking through the city nice. That's pretty cool. I wish I had that one, but I do not. But anyway, Analog Youth, pretty cool card. Nice to see him get his time in the sun. Next up, our first card from the most recent set, Next Adventure, is Toy Agamon. So Toy Agamon is a pretty cute little Digimon made out of Lego, and in Digimon World you see Toy Agamon hanging out in Toy Town, obviously, and this card is a perfect setup for all of that. So you've got the blue striped walls over here, you've got the brick flooring of course with the red and yellow pattern, and then you have the yellow doors over here. So in Digimon World you had to choose one of 3 doors in each room, and only one of the doors would take you on to the next level, so it was pretty cool to see him get a chance to shine in this set. Next on the agenda is Brachiomon. So Brachiomon does actually appear in Digimon World. He appears in the ancient glacial region. It's a slightly different design, an earlier design of Brachiomon for sure. He's green, but it is definitely him. Now, this card shows Brachiomon hanging out with a Koromon, Punamon, and Sudamon by a little lake in a jungle area, which is pretty much exactly where you see him in the game. Obviously, it's mostly muddy around him rather than grassy, but that doesn't make for a very fun card, so I believe this is most likely a reference to that, so I thought that was pretty cool. Last card from Next Adventure is Bettermon. So Bettermon you can recruit for the city in the tropical jungle. You find him lying on a mound of dirt, a bit like you have here with jungle all around him, so I'm pretty sure this is what that is a reference to. Obviously it could be anything else, but I just thought it was worth mentioning that because that is where you find him in the game. Now that is everything from the main sets, so we're going to move on to some cards that you can only get from other means. So I have 4 cards here, starting off with Monzemon. So this is a Monzemon alternate art. It's an alt art of the BT1 Monzemon, and it was originally available in the Tournament Pack Volume 2. Now this Monzemon is sat in a chair, holding a heart with lots of little plushy Digimon around him. You've got the blue and white squared floor and the big dice as well, and the TV in the background. This is where you find Monzemon in Toy Town in Digimon World. He's sat on a chair. At the very least, it might not be Monzemon, but a stuffed Monzemon suit which your Numemon can slip into and Digivolve to Monzemon. So I thought this was a really cute reference. I didn't have this card until recently, so I had to add it to my collection. He is pretty cool. Next up, a bit of a subtle one. This is Andremon. So this is an alternate art of the BT2 Andremon from the Double Diamond pre-release event. This Andremon is clearly him hanging out inside the little room that you find him in Factorial Town. It's very similar to the Andremon card from BT2, the non-alternate art, but I thought it was worth mentioning this one as well because it's clearly meant to still be the same place, just from a slightly different angle. And last but not least, the two cards that I was most excited for, these are from Tournament Pack Volume 4. We have Angemon here. So this is Angemon in the Ice Sanctuary in Digimon World. You can tell by the block of ice that he was using as a pedestal that moves out the way to reveal a hole in the floor, and that's how you make your way through the Ice Sanctuary. So this is a really nice card in general, but it is really cool to get it as a reference to Digimon World as well. It looks really awesome. Yeah, really glad that they did this one. And then finally, a very cute reference here. We have Agamon from Tournament Pack Volume 4 as well. And Agamon is arranging flowers in a flower pot at a desk with a Poyomon next to him. This is Agamon in the item bank from Digimon World. You can even see the flowers on the desk next to him as well. In the background, you've also got this little green square, which is part of the item bank, which you can see in the screenshot. So yeah, it's a really awesome card. Really nice to put these references in. As I've said in previous videos, it is nice that they feel that they can do this and not make a big deal of it. It's the sort of thing that people might not notice unless they're paying close attention, but you know me, when it comes to Digimon World, I pay close attention. So yeah, really love this card as well. So that's everything for today, guys. Nothing too fancy, I'm afraid, but of course we're not getting too many of these cards, so I am looking forward to future sets where we will hopefully be getting some more. I've definitely seen some cards coming out in BT8 and BT9 which are references to Digimon World, which will be really cute. I'm looking forward to covering those when they come out in English, but for now, this is Digimon World References Part 5. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you also appreciated the upgraded mic quality. Please let me know how that sounds down in the comments. But other than that, thanks everyone for watching. Do appreciate it. I'll be back with more videos soon. Take care.